Happy Saturday. Okay, my internet is super janky today. So I'm actually just gonna turn my camera off to try and make it less annoying. But we're just gonna keep it short and sweet today. I've just gonna show you a couple things about looking for opportunity, as I call it, in groups and on social media. And then tomorrow we're gonna up the ante a little bit and we're going to add in some outreach. I'm about to sneeze. All right, sneezing over. Okay, so we're gonna look for opportunity. What do I mean by that? I mean, look for opportunity. Okay, so I'm in lots of groups. You want to join groups that make sense to you. So maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're I don't know, a healthcare attendant, maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a dad, maybe you like cars, maybe you love Yorkies. I don't know. But there's lots of Facebook groups out there that you could find value in, that you could share value in, but then opportunities will come up. And so part of this is having your ditches dug to respond to it. And then when you take that 5 minutes in between something, when you're waiting for your kid to get through swimming, you can pop into Facebook, you can pop into Instagram, you can pop into LinkedIn and find opportunity. I do find this works best on Facebook, where you can be in different groups because Facebook is about community, right? So I'm going to share my phone again, hopefully. Now, again, you can dig your ditches in your boards app. You can also do this in your notes, but when you do it in boards, I do find it a little bit easier. So I don't want to do that. I want to share it from my phone, please. Share from our phone. Advanced. Okay, so if you're ever trying to share from your phone, when you go to share, there's a little advanced screen, and then you're going to be able to actually share from your phone. If your phone connects. My phone is not connecting. You guys, you don't even know technology and you can still do this business. Okay. We learn each step along the way, right? I've learned so much. So many of these little tips I've actually learned from Ray Higdon coaches. I'm in that group. So I'm a rank maker. If you're not a rank maker, it's I think $29 US a month. I've learned so many tips and tricks from there, and I have invested in their coaching for many years. And even at this point in my business, I just went to a class the other day. I think I paid $150, but a lot of it wasn't stuff that was helpful to me at this point in my business. But they gave me a few little tips that were tech related, and I was like, dang, that was worth the $150. That's going to help me in my daily business. So, as good as this 14-day challenge may or may not be, I do recommend you connecting to Ray Higdon, connecting to Alex Hermosi, connecting to different sales resources, people that teach what we do in different ways, because you're going to be able to learn so much better. And then maybe you can teach us. Okay, so in boards, I've got all my different stuff in here. So in here, I've got Facebook messages. These are all my things that I've saved, because what I find is when I pop into a group, I'm going to see something that this is going to relate to, and then I can easily reuse this message over and over. So what you do is you go into Facebook. Okay, you're taking a little break. You're going to pop onto Facebook. And oh, look at this. First one. How is everyone doing it these days? The bill's never ending, blah, 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 blah. Look at that. That's an opportunity. So I'm going to say, I'm going to click in my boards. I'm going to click on my Facebook board, and I'm going to say, this one probably would work. Everything is expensive. Hey, I wanted to reach out. I noticed your comment. And I get it. I help people find more money in the month, meaning I save people on bills, internet. So this one is a little bit different. I have some referral partners that I use for that. So I'm just going to change this. I'm going to say, meaning I save people on bills. And overall, overall help people get better set up financially. I love to show you more about what I do. If not, no worries. So I'm going to change this because this was like a direct message. I'm just going to change it to be for the group. And 2 reasons for why I'm going to post this right to the group comment. Number 1, this person's anonymous, so obviously I can't DM them, but I never want to send an unsolicited DM in relation to a group post because I don't want to get kicked out of the group. Number 2, I want the person to see what I'm saying, but I also want to see all of the commenters are going to see what I say too. So typically what happens is this person may or may not reach out to me, but 2 or 3 or 4 other people from that group might see my response and actually reach out to me. So I'm going to do a little story in here. This week, for example, I was able to save mom a few $100 a month with a few simple steps. I can't promise anything, but happy to connect and see. Then I'm going to change this. You could say you can message me if you like. Smiley face. Okay. So this mom was saying, how is everyone doing it nowadays? The bills never end. The cost is outrageous, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hey, I wanted to reach out. I noticed your comment about everything being more expensive. So I'm just going to change this little part right here. I'm just going to take this out. Okay. So, hey, I wanted to reach out. Everything being more expensive, and I get it. I help people find more money in their month, meaning I save people on bills and overall help people get set up better financially. This week, for example, I was able to help a mom save a few $100 a month by a few simple steps. I can't promise anything, but happy to connect and see. You can message me if you like. So I just try and like keep it like a little lighthearted because I'm in a group. I want to be like, people see that I'm a person. Again, other people are going to read this and they might then go pop onto my profile and say, oh, who is this person? What are they all about? And now my profile, we already dug our ditches, right? We've got our I help statement on our profile. We've got good stuff going on there. That person may reach out. They may follow us, right? So I might not get an immediate response from this, but I might get someone popping on my profile and following me, which is still a win, right? I'm going to have more people on my content, which is the goal. The more people on my content, the more opportunity I have to convert someone into being a potential client. So now that one's done. I've just been on Facebook for a little minute here. I've already had one. Okay, so now I'm going to keep scrolling. We've got this little content here from Darren. I'm going to keep scrolling, see, you know, I might get a little like as I go along. So I'm in people's algorithm. Let's see if we've got other opportunities coming up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay, right? So I'm just going to keep scrolling for a minute and see if I see any other opportunities in groups that I'm in. Oh, look, I've got this one. I would like to start doing sales from home 4 to 8 hours a week and build up from there. Oh, I've got a message for that. Pop into my boards. I'm going to go to my Facebook messages. I've got one that says, hey, this one's my part-time hustle one. Hey, I earn a full-time income at home helping people. So if you're not earning a full-time income, you don't need to say that part, but you can say, people do it part-time. Basically, that's the gist of this message. I helped train a team, blah, blah, blah. Then I always say a license is required because I want them to know. I want them to know the average commission. And then this person is in the US, so I'm going to change the cost of the licensing to $200 because it is cheaper in the US. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through my message and make sure that it's relevant to what this person is saying. But because I already have it saved in boards and it shows up like a keyboard shortcut, right? If you're noticing, I click on there and now it's like a keyboard shortcut, right? That I'm gonna adapt my message. This helps me so much because if you've got 2 minutes, you're popping on your phone, you don't wanna think about, oh my God, what do I say? You don't wanna have to retype all of that every time. And my message can continuously get better because I'm going to go in there and I change them over time. I'm like, oh, I don't quite like the way I said that. I'm going to evolve my message. So now my message is constantly getting better and better versus me trying to think of it each and every time. So this is how you can, in the little cracks of your day, you can actually do things that move your business forward. So I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to change this little message and make sure it's relevant to what the person said. Da 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 da. Oops. I'm going to go back. I'm going to, hey, love to connect and see if I can be a possible help. Da, 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 da. I'm just going to fix this. Most start part-time with us, actually. I'm just going to say that because he's like really looking to build something part-time. Da, 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 da. I'm just going to X this little part out here because I don't think it's, I'm going to X this little bit out. And then there we go. So then I'm going to post that. Done. Now I can move on to the next one. We're going to scroll down. We're going to see if there's any other little opportunities. So I just do that. If I got 2 minutes, I might see 3 or 4 opportunities. I might see none. But this is how I operate all day long. I just pop up my phone, see if there's an opportunity. This is how I get lots of clients, lots of people on my team this way. This is literally what I do. Whenever I have a little break, I pop in. Okay. So that's looking for opportunity. Now, another thing I do is I go into groups and I have little posts that I make every day this to build my content out. So I have things saved. Let's here. This was a great video. I love it. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of you guys for making your videos. I'm watching it. These are some of the videos I've done so far on this little thing. Okay, so this one here, I go in and I have all this little positive content saved. Okay, so this is Instagram. These little ones that I save, I'll show you an example. So homework is I want you to go in and join some groups if you're not in and look for opportunity. Number 2, which you don't have to do, but it is a little tip, is I have a bunch of content saved that I go in and I post these into groups every day. They're just like motivational tips, motivational things that I have saved. And I just go in, oh, give yourself permission, blah, blah, blah. So I like copy and paste this like little thing because this Penny Oy did not make this. Penny Oy got this from someone else. So I would cut and paste this and I will post it into different groups like maybe a sales group or a businesswoman group. So business woman group, like Texas Business Networking. If I go in here and I search myself, because I want to grow in Texas, okay? So I will post in this group something positive, something positive, something positive. And I'll do that in a couple groups every single day. Why do I do that? Is because people will interact with it, but people more than anything, hopefully, are like, who is this Colleen Tatum girl? She's posting some positive stuff. Then they pop onto my profile, they see my I help statement, and they might give me a follow, right? So since I've been doing that, I find that my followers have really increased. So I have about 5.4 thousand followers on Facebook right now. And I find that doing those posts have really helped me increase my followers. So those are 2 tips for you that you might want to consider so that you can find opportunity throughout your day aside of your posting, your reels and your content. This is how you can get more eyes on what you're doing and you can look for opportunity in the little cracks of your day. So hopefully that was helpful. I would love to hear your feedback.